whether it's friendships or, romantic relationships. So I wanted to do a relationship between a husband and a wife and have a particular issue and see how they react to that particular issue. And that is basically what Omowa is about. Just a little bit about Omowa. I've been wanting to do a short film for about 2 to 3 years, and I finally got my act together last year, and I said, okay, let me do this thing. And I always knew that I wanted to do a two-hander, because I'm very interested in relationships, whether it's friendship. Risky enough to have sex and to have children, it is not up to one party to carry the burden. I would urge that you do your due diligence, you do your research, and you both work hard at it. Both parties, not a man should do this by himself. Risky enough to have sex and to have children, it is not up to one party to carry the burden. I would urge that you do your due diligence, you do your research, and you both work hard at it. Both parties, not a man should do this by himself. And this was one of the reasons to shoot a short film like this, was to have these open and honest conversations, because we tend to not talk about these things. I will urge you that I like the word responsibility. You're an adult. If you're old enough to get married, you're old enough, or you are. Those are my final words. Okay? Those are my final words. Okay?
Situations like, oh, when are we going to have babies, if you want to plan them? Do you want to take time off? Like, should we take 2 years and know each other well? Are you going to be comfortable with me, changing for pregnancy? About, what's going to happen when we get pregnant, if we get pregnant, if we lose the baby, and when we have the baby. So for us, it's back to back to back to back. So we had 4 miscarriages, and that was you don't talk about miscarriages most of the time when you're doing counseling and stuff, and how to deal with it. So I feel like we have to be able to think about things like that. Now in my case, my first son wasn't planned. He just happened. And my husband was very, very excited about it. And it was a smooth pregnancy. And then afterwards we had miscarriage, to be honest. Because things come up where it's how you handle it that matters.
Last baby just one, so we're still in the process of trying to lose the baby weight and being supportive. But I never ever for once thought I was gonna be you.
Like for real. So I feel like it's important to understand who we are before we get married, or during the process of marriage, or even after marriage, which was my case. But also accept your partner. Just back to back to back to back. So we had 4 miscarriages, and that was you don't talk about miscarriages most of the time when you're doing counseling and stuff, and how to deal with it. So I feel like we have to be able to think about that and accept the issues that will come up, and try to deal with it in a more empathetic way than I did, to be honest. Because things come up where it's how you handle it that matters.
Yeah, I don't think
back to back to back to back. So we had 4 miscarriages, and that was you don't talk about miscarriages most of the time when you're doing counseling and stuff, and how to deal with it. So I feel like we have to be able to think about can come into synchronicity. Once you understand, okay, this is what I stand for, and this is what I do not stand for, or this is what I like, and this is what I don't like, I think you have a common ground, because you're 2 different personalities. You can't expect somebody to having counseling might not even know what you're going to go through. So I feel like it's for us as individuals first to understand who we are as people, and then going into a marriage with another individual to understand how these personalities have situations like, oh, when are we going to have babies, if you want to plan them, do you want to take time off, like should we take 2 years and know each other well, are you going to be comfortable with me changing for pregnancy, child. I think that once you're ready to have sex, you should be ready to bear the responsibility. I feel like once you decide to get married, these questions have to come up. You have to
it's no secret that a lot more time is spent preparing the girl to be a wife.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look at it from that point of view, just understand that this is an individual that was never actually technically wasn't prepared for it. You didn't see that coming, you didn't anticipate that. It's not like you saw that when she had to really have stop loving her. So when I looked at him as an individual that was just put in a situation that he was.
So I think a classic example for me would be you have block. Now the block will be the foundation. The block can be used to build a civic center, it can be used to build this place, it can be used to build anything, but the block is strong. But at the core of it, what I'm trying to emphasize is it's not enough to pass the block to the counselor. The counselor works on who you are, and who you are is very key to facing the challenges. I've not personally I've not been an advocate of counselors, either because I believe that there's a believing in finding out about yourself and developing that stronghold, or God forbid, my problem has not reached the level of.
It's no secret that a lot more time is spent on preparing God to be a wife.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look at it from that point of view, just understand that this is an individual that was never actually technically, you understand, it's not a case of he stopped loving his wife, you say, it's a case of he loved her in a particular state of life, her in a particular way, being a particular way, and when she began to change, he trained or prepared to be a husband. It's just something we were expected to pick up along, which I think we also expected that from himself. Then combined with the fact that a lot of us kind of fall in love with the moment and stay in that moment.
I think you have a common ground because you're two different personalities. You can't expect somebody to be you, like for real. So I feel like it's important to understand who we are before we get married, or during the process of marriage, or even after marriage, which was my case. But also accept your partner and accept the issues that will come up, and try to deal with it in a more empathetic way than married it.
I heard some members of the panel say, oh, they got married after 30. And then some said they didn't have any kind of pressure, or the pressure was just really light. So if you're coming from a home where the pressure is massive, like, yes, it's real. How do you do that? How do you handle that kind of pressure while still trying to get to know yourself or find yourself? Because most of the time we just find the next available guy just to get away from people home, for instance, where they make it a point of duty to remind you, oh, you can't be sweeping like that in my house. You can pack up the sweeping and do it in your house. How do you do that? Yeah.
It's you, Shaliwa. I don't feel the same way. I mean,